All right. It looks like I'm finally officially live on everywhere that I need to be live. Hello, everybody. My name is David. You can call me Zen. And welcome on into the stream. Today, as always, we are playing some Persona 5 The Phantom X like we were a little while back. It's a new week. Got some new things to get done. Welcome on in, Kel. How are you doing? Speaking of which, where's my... I've been, like, running around like a chicken with their head cut off for a minute, so... It took me a second to realize that I have not been near my phone for the past little bit. Okay. I didn't mean to, like, initiate that with the game and whatever. Welcome on in, Defender. I hope you're doing well as well. Thank you. Today has been a chaotic day, but it's not. But chaotic and bad are different. I definitely say that today was definitely. Let me use 3 other thieves for that task, because it seems like every so often I run into the situation where when it comes to doing like these missions, they always like pulling my supportive characters, and I wanted to pull units that I seem to have a surplus of. Granted, they won't be like, but yeah, see? Like that rare one needed all my medics. Okay, so we got our 5 tasks going. We're kind of gonna do a little bit of the motions as far as like daily and weekly tasks go. We still have a good amount to do in the game. It's just that we are also just trying our best to work hard and, you know, set out to get what we want to get. So, as a part of just doing the general dailies, I'm going to start off with Okuni's. Oh, why can't I ever say the name of anything in this game? And I wanted to bring up that between streams, I did do some polls. So ultimately, I had actually wanted to try to go for Kotone's 5-star weapon, because I wanted to see if I could squeeze out any other little bit of power left in her. But unfortunately, I ended up losing the pity, and now Shiratori has his 5-star weapon, which I'm not that upset about, because at the end of the day, we're still gonna get like 5-star weapons for everybody as we pull for more and more characters throughout the game. So that's just one of the things that I, you know, try to think of on the bright side of things. The unfortunate thing is that it is very possible that it's very possible that that even though like the rating says that Kotone is currently stronger, it may actually be the case that Shiratori is. But I still have to fix a bit of the relics. And I'm gonna let auto battle go, because I actually have yet to post this on social media that I'm live. That was just generally something that I had just forgotten to do. And ultimately it is what it is, but I'm just trying to make sure, you know. So, oh nope, that's Twitch, not Twitter. All right, so you guys may be wondering why my goal is to hit tier 8. Tier 8 is the highest tier currently in the game with regard to really wish I got some gems from this, by the way. But tier 8 is the highest tier for the single player PvE ranking system, I suppose. And every week only about 1,000 players get through. So I'm trying to be at least one of those 1,000 with yeah, just one of those 1,000s with everything in mind. I only want to hit that point once. Not because I don't want to consistently hit that point, but there is a base reward for the Thieves' Den for hitting tier 8. And this is probably one of the safer time periods to do so, to reach out and try to get that accomplished. And before I forget, I actually need to go into the secret shop for Kotone. So I'll take all the sun crystals. I mean, and we can get 8,000 gems. So tomorrow we will we'll have to kind of pick between the legend cube or the gems, and I think I'm gonna actually go for the gems because we won't have any additional capabilities of going back further. Hopefully that makes enough sense. But it wouldn't hurt to take a look at what Shiratori's running just as far as his items go. Ooh. Okay. So we need, I think it's Harmony Victory. All that SP recovery is kind of ouch. And the speed isn't ideal either. Like, he is generally speaking a faster DPS, and his set was made for him back when I was assuming that this game would have followed a little bit closer to what Star Rail had in mind, where you want your DPS to be fast so you can kind of get consecutive turns. But due to the way that this game works, and you don't necessarily get more turns with higher speed, it just inadvertently means that Shiratori stuff is just gonna be messed up for a little bit. Oopsie. But the big thing that I'm looking into is that I believe I have Cord and Leon on very similar gear sets. I think if I swapped Leon over to Trust Prosperity, or I can switch him to, what is that set called? it's gonna bother me, so I need to find out which set it is. So it's not wisdom. We have that's. Oh yeah, okay. It's creation, reconciliation. So we can kind of just take a look and see what we just very generally have going on. And it looks like a whole lot of nothing. But it's because I haven't really farmed this set out. So if I were to switch somebody over to that, I see. Because that's probably the only major power boost that I have left currently. Because just increasing somebody's damage in general by 12%, and then combining the highlight thing, it might be a good call. But I'm not sure if that's what I want to farm. Oh yeah, and I already spent all my pools. The only thing that kind of sucks about all this is that the game resets on Wednesdays of all days. So it makes things like kind of weird in terms of just general like planning and pacing. But we haven't been on the game. Well, I haven't actually been on the game all day today, so we still have little bits of things here and there that we can take advantage of. Ooh. Yep, and if you guys are wondering, I did basically get to the end of the pass. I ended up using this box to try to really jumpstart getting R6 on Katone's weapon. Okay. So the goal of the stream is honestly going to be a lot more catered to the idea behind min-maxing. Because we're kind of at a point with this where we're just trying to kind of squeeze out whatever we can out of like people's rotations. Like, just for example, like Cord got like the full song and dance treatment for her stuff. And right now she's running the prosperity sets. And then last but not least, just so you guys are aware, I'm also using Phoebe as my navigator for this, who I redid all of her stuff a little bit ago. So this is a little hard, I will admit. But I guess it might be in a situation where it is what it is. So if you're wondering why it may seem like I'm a little aimless right now, it is because I kind of am. So let's start with the premise, right? So I'm currently rank 1180. I do think that this one is a bit of a reasonable rank. I need to somehow beat 180 people, which in on its own sounds very difficult because I don't know if I can make more points in the first half or the second half. Because currently what I'm doing is that I'm kind of running a little bit more of a kind of highlight spam session. But what I will give a try is I will use wind as my navigator for this run. Yeah, you see, Shiratori's speed is way too high. So what bringing we'll also use Ex Machina for this, and I'll talk about the team a little bit. So Rico, she brings a lot of defense down, which is very helpful. Wonder if bringing Dionysus might be better. Because Dionysus increases crit damage by 22%. Because I was using Jiko Kuten for a little bit. And I meant to switch his abilities around just a bit. I'm taking off Defense Master for Tarakaja. So it's a matter of, do I think she has enough crit rate at the moment? And part of me thinks that she does. And so we are gonna be bringing Vishnu, Narcissus, and Dionysus. So here are just some of their skills, just so that way you guys have a brief idea of what I am bringing to the encounter. And mind you, my personas are nowhere near perfect. Definitely tried, but nowhere near perfect. So we're gonna go on ahead and we're gonna start heading into the mission here. And this is more so a slight exploration run to get a feel. If you guys never seen these boss battles before, they are literally just primarily for rank. And of course, there are some stuff for just clearing these missions as well. I shouldn't discount that. My bad. Okay. So I've gotten mixed reception on exactly how Leon's rotation is supposed to work on average. Right now, I've been doing Ultima Booster. Oh my goodness. Ultima Booster into Unison Notes. So Katone actually gets a much larger attack boost out of this. And then I'm going to give her Rebellion as well. To kind of, and like we mentioned before, the goal is to kind of make her crits really stand out and hurt. Okay. So I think we had some good initial damage. So this is the first turn where like Rico starts actually like coming into play. And she will use Dreams in the Mist herself. So honestly, I'm actually not too concerned with her. So it's a little debatable right here, but I am going to use her highlight to really get some of the additional damage like going. And so far, I think we're looking fairly nice. My record right now is 18K. Early 300K crit is not bad at all. So let's give it a go. Let's give the petals a go. I don't think it's been 2 turns yet, so I don't have to worry as much. So unfortunately, the Justice Barrier broke. It's RNG. This is a turn-based game. It's not the end of the world. And I did that attack mostly because we want the extra damage where we can get it. And we already did Spike. Let's do Winds of Nirvana. And now we actually have instead of having like even more buffs, because our team is composed of a lot of buffs. We actually have a bit of a base for debuffing as well. So it's been 2 turns, so we do have to use the scattered plum blossoms. And it's weird enough, but sometimes I really do just forget the order that I have to do things. There have been some runs where it definitely could have been saved if had I... Oh. Goodness, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, y'all. I think this using Wonders Ult here might be a touch better. 207, kind of wild. Okay. Is Dreams in the Mist? No. I'm gonna use Verngale Petals on Wonder. As far as I know, I'm only just picking a target for the heal, which Rico is also very nicely. She's giving us sustain. And Lord knows we need more of that. And sorry, Kel, I did not get to catch your message there initially. But I would say, yes, I did have a pretty good weekend. Was your weekend well? While I'm waiting for you to get back to me, a lot of what I was doing this weekend was just kind of a lot of helping my partner with like kind of like household chores and things of that nature, as well as we played a lot of Magic. We drank a solid amount, I would say. And on Sunday, it was a little we went out to have a Korean barbecue, which was yummy. Very, very yummy. Okay. I'm trying to wonder. Ooh. I would have held the highlight, because eventually it looks like towards the end you'll get that Vuln down, it looks like. So Rico's not bad, but I think I know how to make this a touch better. Gear aside, of course. So I will say, some of the things that I suspected that would have made this a touch more consistent, what do you know? Made it more consistent. It's a bit of a wild oh my goodness. I was thinking for a moment, and sometimes when I am holding the mouse while thinking, I'm not even thinking about like that. I just clicked the mouse, I looked over and I was like, the battle weirdly enough is not going. That's so strange. It's because you paused it, you nerd. Okay, so we have both of Leon's buffs. I think I'm gonna wait to use Catchy Hook, actually. I think I at least want to get one of the debuffs going. And doing Narcissist's version of the debuff seems to be generally safer. Ow. Oh, yeah, and the other thing is that we also get the pedals here too. So the thing that's very nice about these pedals is that, like I had mentioned initially, there is a solid amount of sustain that kind of comes up behind this all. So now we want to use so now we do want to use Catchy Hook here. So fingers crossed that waiting the extra second to get the bonus damage underneath that ultimate was a more correct play. I'm thinking it was. That felt pretty good. So yeah, I'm focusing primarily on getting a lot of Scattered Plum procs. And we know that we're kind of doing okay so far. So let's see. I did 1, 2, 3. So it's time to rebuff with unison notes. Gotta keep the so we gotta keep that co-star. Gotta keep that co-star going. But yeah, and we have a kind of a pretty nice 3-turn rotation going with Wonder. So if we were very nervous about like Katone's health, we can use Leon as a bit of a like baby healer. But it looks like just on average, the damage is being spread. And I hope it's kind of very easily seen, but I am trying to take the time to also make sure that my party stays relatively sustained. Because as long as everybody lives the next attack, we got a very, very powerful endgame turn coming. And we know that we won't get another highlight from using it right away. Okay, so we just used the Verngale thing. So we want to do the Scatter Plum Blossoms. Okay. So we do actually have a ton of debuffs on him. We'll give her Justice Barrier. And now we know to hold here. However, we can't hold with Cord, so... I hope you guys see the vision. We want, because I want to use Winds of Nirvana here to get the other defense down debuff with her ult. Okay. $4.4 mil is not bad. So yeah. You can kind of see how we're stuck at the moment. We still got a new record. So we dropped down a couple. But it makes me now wonder if I could do the twins a bit more optimal. Because, main guy's weak to fire. The others are weak to gun. We can't do too much about that. We only really care about like ally almighty attacks. So we're just gonna give this one a go. We only have like one of 2 almighty personas, so if we use Ex Machina, we're gonna have to just include Sandalphon. And then the other 2 personas are kind of up in the air. I think last time I brought Cert because Ma Rakunda and just AoE attacks. And I think that there's some value there. But I am kind of curious about if anybody is around and is in a similar situation to me. But when they use the twins, the thing that kind of sucks is that there's too many mobs. So I'm just debating on who I want to bring as like a debuffer. I was bringing Vino in, but Rin's debuffs aren't half bad for them all being like AoE. So it is Rin is someone who I would love to consider. Why do I have awareness on you? I don't know. Where's Departure? Did everyone else just have Departure and that's what happened? Because it's Departure prosperity, right? Yeah. Why did I... What does awareness have? Whatever. That was... That's like one of my like favorite and least favorite things to end up finding out is just like, well, awareness works, but like it's not correct. So I think Rin would be probably more consistent than Vino would be for Sweeper. Because Departure Control would work, but so would Departure Prosperity. And we just have to adjust accordingly, right? It is a shame that none of my Departure ones have speed attached, but we can always just give it the good old college try. So now we need to filter in Prosperity. And we're mostly just looking for speed. So what we can do here... Sorry, Minami. Actually, I could probably give Minami one of those. So yeah, this Prosperity one's probably not too bad. I don't know if I like attack more on her or if I would like something else a little bit more. Because hold on, let's actually look at her ratios and kind of scalings and just kind of get a feel for what is the expectation. Because yeah, speed is the one thing that she needs more than anything else. Yeah, so it turns out that literally these other set stats don't matter. Does it have a speed substat? Yes, then put it on. Yep, all speed substats. So I just need to actually just enhance her stuff. And if speed gets raised, the more the better. I am going to raise her Sky one just because we know that that scales very, like, directly with speed. Oh, I don't have enough. Why do I keep running out? So yeah, I don't have enough gems to really like straight send that home. Because yeah, I guess ideal goal, at least seeing kind of stats and everything now. We're almost at the right speed. We just don't have enough to enhance this. You know what I'm actually gonna do, which I normally never do? Before we redo the twins run, right? What we need, outside of more of this battle pass XP, which it would y'all have hated me if I just like, you know what, I'm gonna upgrade my battle pass right now. I'm not. Let's see. All right. I'm kind of curious about if there is a 5-star weapon for this team that I could really use and just really start to try to set myself up for success. Because obviously right now I have Marion in. Already have Yellings 1. I feel like so I guess just so people know, what I was considering there was Rico's 5-star weapon. She's like the only one left who doesn't have one before I like to start getting everyone else's and start getting people like caught up effectively. Because I do eventually just want to get everyone's just 5-star weapon. So that's a part of that's just a part of just this whole experience. And the reason why I'm kind of hesitant, right, to try to get Rico's 5-star weapon is that while it is fantastic, right? The 4-star weapon that she got when she came out is also just a very powerful weapon. Because it just gives the party like random buffs for each insight spent. And so the 5-star weapon seems like a more marginal increase by. And so that's my only real concern. You guys can see that I do have her 5-star weapon. Whoop-de-doo, it's sparkles and it's fun. So I almost have her speed like where like goal wise I would probably need. I definitely would need a better departure. One. Well, let's check out everybody first. Twins, what about you? Okay, so I have you on this one because probably the other one's stats were not great. That would make sense. Oh yeah, and it also puts you at speed. If I was doing you like a buffer, like exclusively buffer or something, that would likely be where all that kind of fits. Ooh, that's not great. Let's look at some of the other power ones, I guess. No, I remember why I kept like a little bit of speed. I remember why. It's hard, to be honest. Because that crit multiplier piece would likely be a little bit better. Well, it is what it is. Okay. So twins, Reen would be pretty good. I just need to do a little bit of investing in her. But the one thing that I was going to do that I normally never do, because I find this wasteful. Is do the pursuit of treasure. Because 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, so I just need to use one of these. We're just trying to quickly get out of this, so don't even stress. Okay, so while that is going, I really probably should have posted on social media that I was live, but today, I mean, we're going to be doing just a lot of the same thing, unfortunately. But it's not bad. Oh, I can run this 6 times. Oops. So yeah. We got some money. I was just getting annoyed because I couldn't like level up anything. So some other people may do to kind of bridge the gap like that if it ever continues to come up, right? Is they would probably be more likely to run through the palaces and just kind of break all the destructibles and one-shot all the mobs around. To which I say, fair. All right. Not as good as I would have liked for her stuff. But 174 speed ain't, I'll say 174 speed ain't bad. Also considering that her weapon isn't even fully maxed out. She still has a little bit more stats that she can kind of pull from, but there's not really a big reason to go after those stats. The game recommends that we also give her some ailment accuracy, but hey ho. So, game's advising that I prioritize skill 1 and skill 3, but let's also figure out the next piece of the puzzle with my brain's not working. What am I thinking? So, if the twins are like my moneymaker points, oh, that's why. Got it. I'd love to get those up to 10, but I don't have enough resources at the moment. Do I have another support that the twins will like that I'm not using in the other team? So let's pull up the buffers and debuffers just to get a feel. We really only have Key and Vino. Okay. I think it might be better to pull. All right, guys, hear me out. What if we reset, right? We'll pull Cord from the Wind team, which kind of feels bad, but I don't think. I think having Cord on the Twins team would lead to a much cleaner experience. So we are going to redo both battles effectively, which kind of sucks. So I'm going to do Vishnu. Do I want Chico Kuten? Sorry, that was Komo Kuten. Because I could do Revolution and Tarukaja. And I could actually bring Arc Knife now if I wanted. So, ooh, the choice is actually kind of hard. But I think it would enable me to use Phoebe if I do Mont, Vino, and Leon. Because now we have two groups of two holding the same element, which means that we could actually make Phoebe's thing a bit faster. Ex Machina probably gives us a little bit more value at the moment, because even though Vino can safely bring us up to that 36%, I don't know. I think that Ex Machina might be just a stronger weapon to use. Okay. So let's see. The only thing that kind of sucks is that this basically puts me... Oh, right, this is nuclear damage. If I'm using Vino as a more generic support, what's the other set you can use? I think she can use Control and Departure if we give that an attempt. I keep forgetting that I was being a little goofy there. We could put on Key's set for a little bit. Oh yeah, Control and Departure would probably go crazy. Oh wow, no ailment accuracy except for on... Yeah, because I'm not using Key for any of these fights right now, so... What does Vino want for... Oh, I think she wants ailment accuracy main stat, right? For... It's just been a second. So Moon... I think I'm actually going to use my customize here. Oh, no, I'm not. Let's look at the other ones. Okay, ailment accuracy main set. Easy enough switch. Last one. Poor Key. Key on his homie just got like robbed. So let's see. For the Moon. Feels so bad whenever I have to use these inks. But I'd rather just use an ink and just... Hold on. Sorry, I got scared. I got scared. That I was gonna make like the wrong one. Or we can gamble a little bit. One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wait, where's the one I deselected?
Last night, can't believe what I did. Something so bad.
All right. I didn't realize how many of those I made, but fingers crossed that it was like not awful.
Can't believe it's already 3:30 p.m. Drunk all night with my friends again. Party all night with some bitches again. Blacked out early on till God knows when. Oh shit, I can't believe
this is a song. Sorry, this song's taking me out.
Try to gain composure, but my mind is reeling. I think my dick is lost all feeling. What the fuck happened? I cannot remember. Haven't been sober since last December. I've been lit up like a fiery ember, and then I crashed harder than that one September. I think I am a little bit fucked. I think I used up all my luck. It feels like I've been hit by a truck, and now it's time to nap. Last night, can't believe what I did. Something so bad, it's gotta be hid. 10 shots of Jaeger, a full case of beer. Why the fuck did I drink Everclear? Last night, can't believe what I did. Something so bad, it's gotta be hid. 10 shots of Jaeger, a full case of beer. How the fuck did we murder a steer?
Yeah, trying not to pass out is the last thing I recall. Sipping on that last out, holding up a wall. How did I let them talk me into this? I think I'm seeing blood every time I take
So let's see.
a couple parties, talked up a lot of bitches, took it to the corner, and now my wiener itches. They found me on
Kind of tempted just to switch to this one.
the lady of the night, only she was hot like me. So now I am in jail, friends are nowhere to be found, and I think my cellmate Bubba's gonna fuck me in the brown. Oh, fuck.
Or even
Last night, can't believe what I did. Something so bad, it's gotta be hid. 10 shots of Jaeger, a full case of beer. Why the fuck did I drink Everclear? Last night, can't believe what I did. Something so
this
bad,
entire
it's
song
gotta
is so
be
goofy.
hid. 10 shots of Jaeger, a full case of beer. Why the fuck is the stick in my ear?
Shit, Showcam's been making too many charges, buying alcoholic beverages.
This is so unfortunate. I need a moon with
Enough for me to write some poopy doobity rhymes. You see, Dale is too hot.
oh, I need a moon with a ailment. It's whatever.
All I've been trying to do lately is get some fucking sleep, but these dicks stop liking bitches.
Let's just use this one.
Please sit on my dick. Please sit on my dick. Watch out not too much or you're gonna make it sick. Oh god, too late.
Okay,
I just came on
so we got the departure and control at the end of the day. We got it.
Revenge is a dish served best on glass. I guess you'll have to take it out on my ass. But for now, I'll just let you use your mind. Cause I think I just fucking ran out of time.
Last night, can't believe what I did. Something so bad, it's gotta be hid. 10 shots of Jaeger, a full case of beer. Why the fuck did I drink Everclear? Last night,
All right.
can't believe what I did. Something so bad, it's gotta be hid. 10 shots of Jaeger, a full case of beer. The end of the
That was such a the song. That was the song of all time. Could y'all imagine if my mic was just on mute this whole time? And I was just kind of yapping and just no one said a thing. Okay. Let's give this a go. If we can get even remotely close to what I was getting before, I'll be happy. A happy camper. Okay. So we have a few options here. We could just do skill 1. Yeah, I think skill 1's fine. See, I always wondered if casting skill 2 would be better than skill 1 first or vice versa. And then we'll give her Rebellion. Okay. So Phoebe. I think we would still want to time Phoebe's like 3s with everybody else. Bullseye Bomber should be helpful. Okay, so unfortunately I do not have that 25% boost or what have you. She still does a lot of damage, mind you. So does Wonder. What is that? That was disgusting. Hmm? Sorry, that was disgusting. Okay. I hate that the highlight generation is off by like a tiny bit. Okay. We're good there. Alright, got some good damage off. I believe it's Bullseye Bomber time? She has what's it called up, so I can probably just get away with Ultima Booster. And it's about time to get the next buff on her. All right, y'all, fingers crossed. $245 is not bad. Not as that 400K. All right, Diving Ray. The defense down, like, this is actually... like, notably better than what I was expecting. God, the poses are so cute. Hmm? Okay. So you want the bullseye bomber. Okay, so she sells the barrier up. Then we give her the blend. So this is gonna really pump up her wind damage. Gonna do this. So close, but so far. Okay, that puts me to 19,000. Oh my god. It just superseded my team. That's disgusting. Sorry, there's a part of my brain that's like, what do you mean? Alright, so we know we're gonna use the twins, by the way. Dionysus is still pretty good. All right. This is going to be the team of all time. So we have sweeper twins because the almighty attack will hit everybody, which is where all the points come from. Ex Machina, Sandalphon. Cord, I don't. No, the twins are faster than Cord. Do I have a backup power? Why are you so fast, twins? I just need to tank my speed a tiny bit. So let's see. This is strictly because of the fact that this rolled twice into speed. I think that's the part that's annoying me about it. And I think that a lot of the power golds got inscribed just now, so I believe it was the star that I needed. Now, do I want crit multiplier or do I want crit rate? Well, let's see. Okay, so I need crit rate. Now, as long as it doesn't get... So yeah, inscribe a star power with crit rate. Not the worst thing ever. Not the ailment accuracy. But that should be enough to slow the twins down. Okay. So let's play this out. I have Sustain with Wonder and Futaba, kind of. I don't know. That's freaking me out. I might need to actually bring Marion still. Okay. As much as I just put it, invest in Serene, I think I'm gonna stay safe, bring a healer. Sometimes Sustain is very, like, you know, important. So we're gonna try to milk damage out of the situation. So I am gonna make the twins the co-star, I think. And then Rebellion, more than likely. Just 3 turns of crits. You know what? That works. So yeah, I want to bring up something. I really enjoy carrots. Don't know what it is. Just really enjoy them. Okay. That's all. I forgot I actually need to be careful here because of focusing. Goodness, okay. so let's see. We can definitely use the twins here. And the sweeper version, both hits can crit. If we're lucky. All right, and we'll use cohesion here. And the twins are gonna probably get like a double buff in their damage effectively. Because we use the ultimate to kind of push things along a little bit. So let's go ahead and use the Blessed Curse highlight. And then now Marion's gonna kind of enter a little bit of a, for lack of a better term, just like panic healer mode. Y'all. Okay. We're off cadence by a little bit. Because the twins don't have access to their almighty attack yet, so I don't think it'll do us any good to focus on that. I know I could have knocked down all the birds, but I think I just wanted to focus on making sure that I got something. Ew. We could do Revolution or Tarukaja, but I think I am gonna play it safe. I'm going to put a Devoted Guard. It's really annoying that actually like messes with Wonder's HP. All right, we should be able to take a lot of this damage. Okay, so now we're actually kind of in a not great setup again. So then what we'll do is that we'll co-star the twins. Okay, whose highlight should I use here? I could just use the twins' fire highlight, just call it a day. Because we're about to burst shield with Marion anyway. So, yeah, let's just use the twins' fire and ice. Okay, now that that's good. Yeah, let's do Rebellion here. So you already did fire and ice. The curse one's not gonna do like, yeah, not a crazy amount. Thank goodness for Marion's burst heal. Alright, as long as they spread out the damage, it should be fine. Of course not. Unfortunately, we do have to restart off that. A little frustrating that we do have to restart off that, but there's not much we can do about the slight RNG in this fight that is what's it called? The enemy's just focusing Wonder. There's unfortunately not too much we can do about that. If we do chords highlight, how off cadence are we going to be? I'm not certain. So we have two ways that we can kind of go about this. And I think I'm going to choose the way that I did last time, where I just kind of went for the gun attack. You see, and I'll also take some misses too. See, that's how you spread out damage. You see, was that hard? Okay, so we do want to use the twins' catchy hook, catchy. Y'all know what I'm saying. So we have two ways that we can kind of go about this. I think just going for Dominion's buff should be better here. And let's see here. Okay. Do I just want to do the regular ult? I think so. Okay, the riot gun didn't crit this time. I have to remember that riot gun does actually have a higher crit rate on average. I think I just accept that, yeah, I just gotta accept that Futaba's timings are a little bit off here. I'll still use it though, just to give the twins like a very solid increase in damage. The twins should still have co-star for one more round. We used, yeah, we used Chord's gun this time. I was gonna say it shouldn't be a big deal. Okay, so I think I'm just gonna do the devoted guard again. I don't know, something's just telling me that I should just try to anticipate like the worst. But you guys can kind of see just like the general flow. We do want to do some downing and using the twins as follow up because they are the only source that we really have of I don't want to use Marion's ultimate or MC Kun's ultimate for the sustain, but I might have to. Is this Mario Kart? Hold on. I don't have like the music player up with me. No, it's not. Alright, Rebellion's pretty good. Alright, and then Compassionate Cure on the twins. Alright, spread the damage. Alright. That wasn't fully spreading the damage, but that was safe. And I will always 100% take safe. Alright, so I'm thinking we just keep using the curse highlight. Just massive AoE damage. And it works. We should be good for me to actually just go ahead and do that. I know I won't be able to do it the following turn, but I think I'm just going to use chords again. Then Healing Grace on the twins. Yeah, this is the part where we just got to make sure that everybody lives through it. And I think this is easy enough. Darn, no data link established. Alright, considering that we are playing for points. Alright, there we go. And this is also the last turn, by the way, so instead of going for what I've been going for before with the Sandalphon shield, it's gonna be more than fine. I don't remember what my score was originally. I would have to already check like a slightly earlier VOD or something. Alright. We should be all good. Oh no, I should have used my gun. Alright, that was much better on both fronts. See? Look at that. So, I will say, while it's ultimately me playing and making sure that we have to kind of maintain good decisions as we are actively like working towards our goal, I will say that I have joined a Companion, and they did have recommendations about who to bring where. It was not all made up in this novel. However, it was relatively like pretty good results. Being back at 222, like I would have to really like have a lot go wrong for someone to push me out of the top 1,000 into tier T8. And like I mentioned before, I just want to hit T8 once. So pretty much what we are gonna kind of work towards and kind of do is put a larger focus on not combat for the rest of the stream. We still have a lot of things to do. And fingers crossed we can actually get it all done and through. So we actually do have a new patch coming up on after Wednesday, I think. And I think when I start stream, we're doing like the Astrolabe stuff, assuming the game does not go down into maintenance that moment. That's lame. I was really hoping that would be enough. So you guys already know I am prioritizing the bonds over most of the other activities just to try to really kind of like get something going. So I realized that I probably should have turned the game audio on and paused this. I think this is already the like emotion thing for him. I feel like it would be something weird like this, you know? I think fried rice sounds good. Aw. They got, a lot of fried rice. So we got this nice older gentleman, nice little, the regular. Yes, sir. All good in the hood. Oh, a Sheech? Shige? Siege? I don't know, actually. Oh, but hey, they actually did a decent enough job, like with an engine modeling the fried rice, even though it's still like a texture. I do appreciate the attempt at immersion, though. Emphasis on attempt. So we're just chilling. Oh, okay. That's weird. It is a weird to suggest that, but I think it makes enough sense. Is the texture just kind of... All right, let's see. Oh, it reminds me of this like social link right here. This confidant aspect or whatever synergy. That's what it's called. This synergy kind of reminds me of Food Wars a little bit, where you also have to pay attention to who's eating your food. All right. And I'm jealous of the people who can pick up on differences between like the food and everything. All right. Okay. Wait, what happened? What happened to you, dog? Yeah. Dang, Shun's already cleaned house. That's funny. Yep. Yep, you definitely goofed a little bit there, Shun. Hey, we love to see a new recipe. Okay. Oh, I didn't mean to go in the metaverse here. So we could get more points, but I think I'm gonna opt to just spend time with Motohai here. It felt the most... I think the thing that I wanted to do... No, I don't want to head there. I guess let's just go to Shibuya. Okay, she was almost there. She just wasn't fully there. Okay. Motoha should be good to go for the next time we do something for her socials. All right, let's hang out with Tomiyama first before hanging out with Kotone. And we're just gonna take everybody to the movies. We're watching all the movies today. Oh yes. think I just want to give her the wait. Oh, I don't remember if the doll was for her or not. But we also have we actually have like all the rank ups today. Like I've mentioned, but you know, at the end of the day, it's something that we have to do like for all of them, right? Well, why are you feeling sick, girl? Can't be feeling sick. What's going on? Was she like eliminated or something from the contest? Oh no, it's the paparazzi. I remember. Okay. Aw, dealing with fame is the worst. Oh no. Wait, she uses... He saved her. That was... Okay. Sorry for the wait. This went from 0 to 100 real quick. I'm glad you weren't hurt is like the most appropriate response that I would give. Aww. I think all these are really good, but I'm gonna go for the full like romantic answer. I'll protect you no matter what. That was the best answer. I don't know about y'all, but even though like it can look the same, I think even then it looks like different. Interesting. Oh. She works herself too hard. I was gonna say, what finished? I'll just run a regular thing. All right. Fingers crossed I stay in T8. That's all I care about right now. God, I can't wait until I have another 70 of these drink thingies. Okay, before we head out over there, I always forget to do this, and I think it's in one of these supermarkets. But in one of the supermarkets, there's a soda that I need to pick up. Wait, do I have enough money? Oh no, I'm poor. Well, the soda might be cheap. Emphasis on a big old might. But goodness, I was supposed to say we're getting so close to where we need to be, but task completion time by 10%. That's gonna get crazy. It instantly complete tasks 3 times a week. She's broken. I wish Luful had a more of a thing going on. Okay. Because I am broke, I'm mostly gonna wait until like games like stop hanging out with people. But for right now, we got an hour. So I'm down to work diligently on this for like the next hour. Okay. Yeah, the essential oils probably a pretty strong candidate. I think I'm at the point where now I need to start working on stats, because I think there's so, like, it's inhibiting me from hanging out with some people. Another 10. Bedtime for Wonder. Oh, he's probably such a little sleepy guy. Okay. I'm glad that they decided to skip that. All right, level 17, and so Yaoling and Kiza, we should be able to go and max out if you ever wanted to focus on exclusively them. We're starting to get to a point where we can almost get away with just just I forgot what I was gonna say. But he's level 12 now, so I'm happy. So all knowledge and all guts are unlocked. So I need to prioritize proficiency, kindness, and charisma. I think that's fine. We're gonna work and get some money then. You gotta love the service with the smile. Okay. All in a day's work, and we're almost at charm 15? I think that's charm at least. So we do Tomiyama and the temple. Because right now there's effectively no reason to go and do guts. Let's relax first. Oh no. I wonder if we're ever gonna get like 5-star Tomiyama and stuff. Poor Tomiyama. Leo's so weird because he wants to be like such an actor. Alright, I'm not like... I'm not too upset. I'm glad that they are feeling better. Yay, I got the level 15. Alright. I'm actually curious about how much I actually have right now. Do I have any more of the coins? No. I thought not, but just want to make sure. I wish. 1,000 of wonder medals. I'm curious about one other thing. You have so many standard pools. I'm just mostly waiting for Phoebe to come back in. Okay. See, I need to buy the sodas and I also need to buy the other thing. Which I think I might actually start kind of planning around. All right, nice. All right, so we can hang out with her. But first I want to see if I can get that soda. I just kind of always forget which store has it. Something that I would appreciate them adding just down the line, though, is that I really think that I would benefit, well, I would really benefit at least from having better no, I don't want to be in Kichioji. Let's go. I think it's in Shibuya. Bookstore, vending machine, diner, crepe. I think it's in the convenience store, actually. Please let me be right. I am unfortunately not right. Honestly, I always forget the sword where the soda is in. Why do every shop also be having gifts? Maybe it's the gourmet supermarket. Thoughts? Penny for your thoughts? Okay, so this is the gourmet spot. I thought that was gonna... All right, what store have I not been to yet? I don't think I've been to this supermarket yet. Or do all y'all sell the same things? And yes, I'm aware about the thing. I'm kind of surprised that I haven't found the shop where this is. Okay. Oh, you see, I'm just not good at this game. The item that I was looking for, which are the sodas, to make the teas that I can do for Yumi, they're just over here. I guess while I'm here, I'll buy 12 more of these. I'll buy just one more of this. And some spices. Hopefully we're not going anywhere that costs money because I am broke. All right. A 1, 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4. My poor little music library. Oh, I realized I was not paying attention to the dialogue going on. I don't think I'd risk it for you. I don't want to communicate the wrong idea here, you know? I think just a little is, fair. But I am getting there with some of these guys. Oh, okay. So, friendship. We are friend zoning her. She's a little bit on the older side. Not that I knew it. I knew it is crazy. Sorry, I'm just thinking about the I knew it. I don't know, that's... She wanted it to happen so bad. And I don't even blame her. I don't think any of the books that I have left do any substantial increasing for me. But yeah. She's just a friend. A buddy. A pal. Okay. So Kurotani and Ayaka are both available. Then we need to just go over there and head over to the red light district. I do try to change all these. I always appreciate that there's always the bare minimum of like 40. Could I have made money from working at the crepe shop? Actually, I do need to work at a job at some point. All right, looks like we've been everywhere with cords, so I'm not worried. Here, have a Choco Stick value pack. Okay. Okay, that works. Let's work and then hang out with Kotone. Is this gonna be the version where I need to pick all the right answers? Ow. I may or may not have accidentally, like, I split my lip the other day and I accidentally scratched the split because I wasn't paying too much attention. All right. I'm saving that other area until it's like a triple. I love and hate that they make me go through the motions like this. 15, 17. Let's get rid of the 15. I would work, but you hate to see it. Let's head to red light. Back to the convenience store. I don't know if it means like, I don't know if it restocks every in-game day or every like daily reset. Okay, no, it's every 5 days. Got it. I wasn't sure. Oh? I forgot that with his, we're doing like the experiment thing. But why are these guys so crappy? That's awful. All right, pop off. All right, tell him. Ooh, versus and a co-op. All right. All right, let's see it. Show me what you bought. Show me your moves. Part of me just wants to say we don't need a plan. Should I say we don't need a plan? Or am I cocky? Let's switch roles. I love how, like, evil he gets. I don't know, there's a big joy about it. See, he's like evil. Well, I'm glad that you survived the entire game. You two are a disgrace. Oh, is this the manager? Dang, everybody's mad that they lost fair and square. Yikeroonies. All right, you love to see it. Well, we had to do something. I'm glad that, you know, you are enjoying using me as a sample. I wonder what's going on in his life, though. Yeah, doctor sounds tough. But it was fun. I think I just skipped all the way up to 10. So what is our synergy stuff looking like now? We're starting to get to the point where like we're practically done with a couple of people. You see, I didn't want to already like rewrite history, so funny enough, Ayaka was also one of the other people who I was considering like getting the relationship stuff going with eventually, but opted not to for now. I can't believe I'm finally getting down the the stuff too. Okay, so I see. Since we were like ranking up like twice or 3 times even, got it. We just saw both dialogues for that. Confirming understanding. I have no idea. Could you imagine if we got more of the teachers like in the plot rather than just Katsuyama, who I know that we aren't seeing for a little while? Aggressively crying emoji. Still feels really good to actually have like a lot of these guys in higher levels. Really? For 8 thieves to level 10. Okay, can I do Futaba? Alright. These will be the last, hopefully, bits of energy that I really try to use up here. Okay. I was just kind of taking a quick stab and peek at the music. So there really isn't. Why is everyone near? Oh, because I don't bring a healer. Well, I'm gonna say I am confirming understanding of that. I wonder if switching Vino to the departure was like cooking. I'm gonna run it the 2 times. Hopefully I have enough to bring Futaba up to 10. Alright. Alright, team, show them what you got. Well, a literal atomic nuke. There we go. I'd love to do all 5, but I'm just gonna accept that I can't. All right, is that enough for Futaba? Gonna prioritize data linked established, I think. Okay, there we go. Oh, right, I forgot about fishing. I don't think I've actually ever fished in the game. I don't even know what to expect, except except to hydrate. Thank you. I think I'm gonna have my water bottle here. I was just trying to think. I was like, what's that? What's that noise? What am I doing? Okay, so can't do fishing just quite yet. So let's keep our conversations with our various team members. Well, I guess not necessarily team members, but keep them going. All right, take your choco. So I would do band club practice, but unfortunately, let's just say I can only do that tapping it on my phone. All right.
Which reaches from the inner mind to outer space. Please stand by.
Oh, I almost goofed. Okay. Ooh, Kusane has a bond. Heck yeah. Charm will finish regardless of what I throw at it. I think I spend time with Katone and then... yeah, we can just get our charm leveled up and just be closer to being done with it. Her moves have gotten so good. She is getting better, I hope. I'm not sure because it doesn't seem like... what I want to say and what's being said are different, you know? Oh, competitor. All right, let's do it. Oh, okay. Wait, is the coach gonna leave? Sorry, you guys are... I'm sorry that if you guys are kind of expecting me to kind of read this, but I am trying to speed through and yeah, I'm just going at my own pace with it. Oh. I think we'll figure it out together. I think I've gotten so many points that I've been up to rank 11. But then she won't learn. That she's falling for me? No, you're gonna retire? I feel like that's gonna break her heart. Alright, let's go and knock out at the bathhouse, almost debatably literally. Okay. Got milk. All right, there we go. Charm is now 15. So Kaio and Yumi can now also go up to 17. Proficiency is close, but not close enough, and I should have to get the gems. I need to release my inhibitions. Release your inhibitions, feel the rain on your skin. Someone else can feel it for you. Nice. You're singing on the up and up. Oh, and I finished the other weekly. Nice. We're so close. Okay. Oh, I've gotten a good amount of gems. It's just that regardless of how good like the gem amount is, it's getting a little nasty out here. Yuji, what are you wearing? I see. I thought Ryuji can still keep up in damage like a pretty solid amount's kind of crazy. Ow. All that money I made just gone. All right, we have one more day and night cycle that we can do, and then I think we can call it good. Oh, we have 2 level ups. I think Motohug's going to 15 with this one. Alright, Motohug, let's do this. Ooh. Just trying to see. Oh. Girl, you're not a wreck most of the time. Taking breaks just as important. Follow me. Oh, it's his treat. Oh, all right. You want to continue baseball? I feel like she's something important to her. Just want baseball in your life again. I see. Glad I asked. Coach approves. Hey, welcome on in, DJ. Hey, we love the concentration. Chocolate parfait, a steak, melon soda, almond rice, and also to add. What kind of big back? Oh my goodness. Y'all seen this kind of big back behavior? Because we're a team. We're becoming friends. All right. We friend zoning. We friend zoning more today. We doing the good stuff. All right, became close friends with 3 accomplices, and our den leveled up. So we're probably just gonna keep getting like just a solid amount towards the end here. Okay, so the Stardust gems have monthly limits, so I need to get those sooner than later. I don't know. I think under that pretense, I'm going to try to figure that out. So yeah, I want King Frost, so I'm trying to get to 8-star. All right, Jahaya's hasn't really been there. Oh, the half-year anniversary one's so cute. So yeah, I have to find a weird balance between improving my collection, we'll say. Oh yeah, we definitely need to get more of those Thieves' Den coins back, which I think I can probably get as early as tomorrow, probably. Okay. Working on some flowers. What is on his mind? Interesting. Impressed you noticed. The flowers told. Okay. Yeah, the flowers match the price, I guess. Damn, she rejected him. All right. We love a manager. We love a manager card. Didn't know you could be so assertive. Okay. Out of diner this time I shoot a court. Okay, so hanging out any further with Tomiyama, it's not gonna be as efficient. So I can either work a job or work on improving my kindness. Of course, the ones I haven't seen are knowledge checks effectively. All right. I'm gonna put on the speed up for that one. Why do I keep accidentally hitting mementos? Alright. I'll go to the crave shop and then just destroy them. And I mean that more so in a, we can kind of ignore the options and send over like poison. It's crazy that this entire time I was always focused on trying to get it right. And nope, never really had to. Just like, you know, click through to get it done more quickly. Alright, because I know this will bother a lot of people, I'm still not going to tend to my garden yet. Yeah, it just sucks that during this level of out of all of them that you can't really do too much otherwise. Kind of always forget about the batting cages. It's cool that like once you hit 15 that it just becomes very fascinating to me. Okay. So I think that's about time to go ahead and wrap things up here. So tomorrow I think we're gonna actually start doing some prep work for the next game series. I think I may announce it a little later tonight. And so, but there's something that I want to look into first before doing anything further with regard to preparation, because I could be wrong with the expectation that's going to be set. Because if I'm wrong, then disregard what I said. All right. Thank y'all for watching today. I do appreciate it. Hopefully y'all had a lovely time. And I'll be sure to see you guys all in the next one. Good night.